Hey guys, it's Drew here from the Explore channel, and I'm here with Harry, and we are bringing you the review of the Stanley Estate Manor house.
So guys, we just wanted to start off by addressing the rumours that the whole finding the blood tied to the tree was staged. I mean, it wasn't. The point we're trying to make is why on earth would we stage that in the first place on our first video? And one of the main points that we have for each other is that we don't fake anything. You know, anything we hear, anything we experience, we don't make it up when we're talking to each other or when we're with each other. So yeah, just wanted to address that.
Now that's out the way, let's start analysing our experiences. Firstly, as all of you know, we couldn't get into the actual house via the entrance we've been in before. Due to this issue, we went round the house looking for a second entrance point. This is when we got caught twice. Once by a female security officer driving past in a car. The woman was nice enough to let us take photos around the house, which bought us some time to look for another entrance. However, when we was looking for another entrance point, we got caught by a guy who was patrolling the area of the estate in an industrial vehicle. This guy had a bit of a shady character to him. We couldn't figure out whether he was angry with us or if he was joking with us at the time. That's when we knew we weren't going to get into that house, as we would have gotten lots of trouble if we got caught the third time.
So once we found that we couldn't actually get into the house, we decided to delve deeper into the forest that surrounded the actual manor house. The reason we did this was because we actually had lots of creepy experiences in the forest previously to the time that we recorded. So yeah, once we found we couldn't go into the forest, but as we started to go deeper into the forest, we found that, you know, we got lost. Surprise, surprise. I was with Drew. Drew hasn't got the best sense of direction. But yeah, and then we just started to find weird things, just like where people looked like they had camps set up, but they weren't new camps. They were really old, like destroyed kind of things. And we found weird things like shovels and all that kind of weird stuff. And there was areas where trees had fallen down in groups, like not naturally either, as if someone had done it through themselves. But you know, we carried on exploring.
As we got even deeper into the forest and had no idea where we were, we started to hear noises that we couldn't trace, as there was no one near us and no roads nearby. So we eventually got to the point where it started to get dark, and we knew that before long it would be pitch black in the forest. And we couldn't find a way out in the light, so we decided to try and find a way back. So we then decided to head off in the opposite direction that we were walking in at the time. On the way back, we realised that we had no idea which way was out. However, I tried to convince Harry that I knew the rough direction, but I didn't.
Mate, we know it's that way out, so we'll just go that way and it'll lead us out eventually.
Shortly after I said that, Harry noticed something white on a branch and pointed it out, but didn't think too much of it until we got closer. At the point he realised it was tied up by a piece of string.
It's tied up.
Yeah, I know.
So we decided to investigate, and it was not until we were a couple of feet away that we realised it was something wrapped in a white towel covered in a red substance, to which our natural thoughts made us think it was blood.
That's blood.
And at this point, we kind of thought, well, we should get out of here, because we'd never experienced anything like this. We've never seen anything like this. And we hadn't actually been this deep into the forest. And because the surrounding forest was so dense and thick, we couldn't actually tell or know if anyone was, you know, around us at the time. So instead of, you know, waiting to find out, we thought we'd just run and get out of there. So then after about 10-15 minutes running, we eventually found our bearings and managed to get back to where we were before. And kind of, you know, you can see in the video how we kind of evaluate the situation and what we just experienced.
Yes, you have.
You know,
Many times.
anyone wants found the boot from the bag.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're just...
Overall, this was the third time we've been there, and this was the weirdest thing that has happened to us by far. So we immediately left the estate.
So our personal thoughts were that we thought it was a heart actually wrapped in the towel, and it would make sense, seeing as it was dripping in what we thought was blood. Either way, we'd like to hear your thoughts and of what you thought was actually in the towel in the comment section below.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed our review of the Stanley Estate Manor House. Stay tuned on our channel and social media for our Halloween special, which involves one of the most haunted places in the UK. If you want to see us go back and look further into what we found, leave a comment down below or let us know on our social media, which will be linked in the description.